Fighting out of the blue corner, this fighter stands 183 centimeters tall. He weighed in at 81 kilograms. He has a record of 8 wins with just 1 loss. He represents Kurdistan and Iraq. He is Namo Fasil. And fighting out of the red corner, this fighter stands 190 centimeters tall. He weighed in at 81.5 kilograms. He has an unbeaten record of 7 wins with no losses. He represents Russia. He is Yakub Suleimanov. Your referee in charge of the action is Herb Dean.
Herb Dean takes the reins for this grudge match of a fight. Andy Shepherd, Evan O'Reilly and Carl Keller on the call for this one.
Now
Namo Fasil in the white shorts, Yakub Suleimanov in the black.
Given all the bad blood, Namo Fasil did come over and give him a big hug beforehand.
Oh.
Let's see how this goes.
Some early strikes landing
nice
for
shots.
Namo Fasil. And if you're Fasil going against someone who's such a tall, rangy pressure fighter, what's the strategy?
Head movement. Head movements, feints, and fakes to draw out those shots, get past the straight shots, get in and do your dirty work. Fazil's got great hands, good low kicks. Those are good weapons against a long, lanky guy.
Yakub has got 3 KOs on his record, has stopping power. You see the height difference here. He said 3 inches, but it looks like there's a few more there.
Yeah. Given Fazil's build, this isn't something new to him in the weight class. He carries a lot of weight for the weight class. You know, even a little bit shorter of a stature, so he's used to going up against guys like this.
Yeah. Knowing the pedigree of Suleimanov's wrestling as well, it's interesting to see Fazil's not too phased by throwing kicks, because obviously when you throw a kick, you make yourself open to a takedown by grabbing the leg, so he doesn't seem too phased early on. He looks pretty confident.
You talk about 91 being a marketplace for these guys showing themselves to the world. It's only appropriate that Yakub really does step out for the first time to show the world what he's got.
Nice kick there.
He's a dominant, consistent fighter. He's always found a way to win. 7-0.
Fazil's taking his time as well, so obviously the emotion which we talked about before, he's not letting that, dictate how he fights. Nice little teeth there.
Given his demeanor and the hug beforehand, it's starting to make me think he was just trying to get a rise out of him.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship.
Fasil taking his time. He is pushing the pace at this point.
Nice shots by Suleimanov there.
Yakub does some great counter-punching early in this round. 2 minutes gone.
Similar to the Fares fight earlier, you've got one guy who's kind of staying in one position and just waiting for him to come in to land a big shot. And Fazil's doing a lot of the movement at the moment, which it really is what he needs to do, because knowing the caliber of wrestling that he's up against, you need to keep moving. Oh! Good shot.
That right hand landed nicely. As the smaller man with the lesser reach, is it for Fasil to really put the work in and try and close the distance?
Yeah, he has to try and get inside.
He undoubtedly will be the first to move, and he doesn't have the the luxury that he can just peck a jab out there, and keep him at range. Fazil's got to draw out the shots of Suleimanov and get in there and do his work.
If he stays at the end of Suleimanov's range, he's just going to get
he's going to get
apart.
He's just going to get things bounced off his face.
Yeah, Yakub seems happy to stand center of the cage, just picking off on the counter. A few strikes come through there.
Yeah, Fazil kind of overthrew his shot, put himself out of position. I mean, it would have been a great opportunity to take him down, but Suleimanov doesn't seem interested in it right now. Nice left knee up the center.
3 minutes gone in this opening round. It seems now like Suleimanov is starting to try and find a few little strikes that he's initiating on his own.
Neither fighter rushing it too much here. Good pace in the fight.
Yeah. It's a nice smooth pace. Neither fighter rushing.
Both men know the instant danger that the other has.
Absolutely.
Again, that opposing stance matchup. Each fighter trying to stay outside the lead foot of their opponent.
Constant movement by Namo. Just little feints, just trying to find a way to close the gap. Little flurry there doesn't pay off. But again, it's Jakub on the counter, just tries to score.
Nice counter left hook there from Fasil to end the combination.
Coming up to 1 minute left here.
Something of a chess match here in the opening round.
Got a feeling in this last minute you may see Sulaimanov try and get the takedown.
What Fasil needs to do here is he needs to be judges. Fasil's getting a little bit of talking going on now. There's the takedown. You called that one, Evan.
Yeah, 30 seconds to go.
Doesn't succeed in keeping his opponent down.
That is a significant win there for Namo Fasil. Just stuffing that takedown.
Yeah.
Little psychological win.
Sticking his tongue out at him now is Fasil.
Final few moments of this opening round. Uppercut lands there from Sulaimanov. Sulaimanov just trying to pick this round up towards the end, impress the judges.
That little uppercut left hook just reminds me of Chimaev with his last knockout that he got before joining the UFC.
Was that the thing?
It was,
And I'm not sure if these two love each other or hate each other. I think in another world they'd be good friends.
I think this week they hated each other. A moment ago I thought they loved each other. I think they hate back.
Like Fasil just went in there and kind of wanted to give him the embrace in the back of the head, like let's go.
Let's take a look at some of the significant moments from this opening round. It was Fasil who tried to push the pace early doors, but it was the length of Jakub Sulaimanov who just kept him at bay. But there were some confident building moments for Namo Fasil.
Yeah, lovely knee up the center there. I mean, Sulaimanov showing what he can do. We're getting drowned by Sulaimanov's corner here. Wet towel being thrown everywhere.
I'll be honest with you, I could do with getting pulled down.
Yeah.
But chaps, that's a difficult one to score something of a chess match opening doors. Can either man feel assured that they've got one in the bank?
The moment you're looking,
I don't think so. I don't think either man can be sure. The worst thing you can do is rely on the judges. That was far too neck and neck of a round for either guy to go back to his corner confidently knowing that he has the edge.
I think Sulaimanov was hoping to get that takedown that we just saw on the screen there, which could have influenced the decision in the round, but Fasil showed him.
Yeah, if he would have gotten that at that time during the round, held it down, dominated position, definitely.
Well, here we go. Round 2 underway here in Dubai. Coca-Cola Arena, 9-7-1.
I'm expecting in this round Sulaimanov will try and get an early takedown and try and just grind him down in the round.
Instantly we're seeing Sulaimanov just pushing the pace more than he was in round 1.
He needs to up the tempo a bit.
Yeah, that cage generalship does play into the judging.
For sure.
If somebody's pushing forward the entire time, it does influence.
And also as well, if wrestling is something you want to call upon, it makes it harder when you're in the center of the cage because your opponent still has somewhere to move. At least if you get his back up towards the cage, like Khabib used to do, it makes that takedown a bit easier.
Yeah, you're kind of corralling them.
Interestingly, in this round, first one to strike is Jakub, who's much more on the counter in the opening round.
For sure. Now you can see Fasil switched the position where he's pushing Sulaimanov towards the cage wall.
Jump knee offering there from Sulaimanov. Just out of range.
Yeah. Lots of movement here from Namo Fasil.
What I'd like to see Sulaimanov do is get Fasil into that sort of outer cage. So if you look at this sort of the markings on the inside of the cage, it's almost like an inner cage and an outer cage. Once he gets him into that sort of outer cage space, he's more likely to be able to get him, push him up against the wall and take him down.
Very nice two-piece just landed there for Sulaimanov. Snap the head back of Fasil. Here goes the single leg. Good sprawl.
That's the second time Fasil has stuffed the takedown.
He's going to grow in confidence from that as well.
One of the key pieces of Jakub Sulaimanov's armory has been dispersed by Namo Fasil.
That's impressive.
Yeah, definitely.
If you're a fighter who relies on your ground game so much and someone just stuffed 2 of your takedowns, is that going to knock the confidence?
Absolutely knock the confidence. It's going to make you have to rethink your entire game plan.
But that's what we see if these fighters are made of.
Mm-hmm.
That's the left hook there. Do you see that little swelling on Fasil's eye there?
Oh!
Big shot!
Big straight right just clips Namo Fasil. He's hurt, but he's still in this fight. He's egging on Jakub.
Yeah, he's scared.
You just saw the chin twitch to one side of Namo Fasil. He's still in this though. Got a chin of iron. Wow. 2.5 minutes left. We are halfway through this round and this fight.
He's got plenty of time to work here. He should take his time a little bit and pick the shots.
Yeah, I think Fasil's swinging those hooks just to push Sulaimanov back so he can get a bit of a breather.
Fasil doesn't seem too phased by the strike he just took.
No,
That's
he's landing his
impressive.
own shots now.
Again, is that a little chink in the armour of Jakub Suleimanov? He's stuffed the takedowns. He's taken probably one of your best shots, and he's still coming forward.
Yeah, you're thinking, what do I got to do to this guy?
He said that Kurdistan fighters were built different, and we're seeing that right here.
He's backing up everything he said in the press conference.
Proud.
Yeah, you can talk that talk all you want, but clearly he can walk the walk.
And now he's pissing up Jakub. This is turning into a beautiful fight to watch here in Dubai.
Suleimanov still landing though. That's going to add. Oof, that was
a labored.
There was no spice on that takedown whatsoever.
Yeah.
Is Jakub starting to gas here? We're just over midway through the fight.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, he has been circling. He has been backing up. And maybe, you know, those couple of shots that he went for that didn't, you know, he wasn't successful on, that might be getting into his head a bit.
Strikes are landing, but once again, the steel chin of safe. Namo Fasil is holding up. You can't let too many of those come through, though.
Yeah. I think Suleimanov needs to circle out here and just get himself a bit of space.
Lovely combinations coming through from Fasil.
Definitely the most effective combination right there of the fight, I think, for Fasil.
Fasil feels he's growing in confidence. Some more spice on the takedown, but no way near enough.
He's not disguising those takedowns enough. He's just leading straight in, and it's making it easy to stop them. Big space there for a knee.
Namo Fasil growing into this fight.
Not getting too overconfident as well, just hunting forward, stalking his opponent.
You can see the snap on Suleimanov's jab is kind of gone now as well.
Spinning the elbow. Namo Fasil stalking down the Russian Jakub Suleimanov.
He's not letting him get away as well. As Suleimanov starts to walk away, Fasil's still in his face.
Not great body language here from Fasil.
No.
I'm sorry, from Suleimanov, pardon me.
Suleimanov was a heavy favourite coming into this fight. Fasil didn't like that, and he's proving 2 rounds in the can.
That bell couldn't come soon enough for Suleimanov.
And we were debating whose round was round number 1. I think we can all agree that one
was pretty
to
clear.
Namo Fasil.
There you can see that straight right. I mean, Suleimanov did start the round well. He had some good moments.
That was probably the most significant strike of the fight, but nothing else really followed up. It was consistency, it seemed, from Namo Fasil.
The crazy thing was Fasil ate so many tough shots early on, but only got better as the round went on.
Yeah.
It's like he's building up the kinetic energy of the strikes of Suleimanov, and the fact he's stuffed so many of these takedowns. Look, this one here.
I wonder if Suleimanov was thinking, I can go to the takedown anytime I want and I'll get it. And when it didn't work, that maybe he's got in his head. I don't know.
That's got to be deflating. 110% deflating.
Does the spice has gone from his strikes and his takedowns? Do you think that's an emotional thing, or is it a gas tank thing right now?
I would say a bit of both, I would say. I mean, clearly he is the more tired of the two fighters, but there's certain guys who...
Listen, I've just had an announcement from the promoter, from Munir. If this fight gets finished by a knockout, one of these fighters wins $20,000.
Wow.
Well, Paul, there goes your paycheck.
The stakes just got higher.
20 grand on the line for a knockout in the next 5 minutes. And I'll tell you what, I think Namo Fasil is looking for 20 grand in his bank tonight.
I think in his head he's already spent it.
I have never heard that.
Yeah.
Going to the 3rd round, the promoters just whacked 20 grand on the table.
What I would say was an extra 30 seconds rest, though, for Suleimanov, which might be nice.
He keeps flicking him off.
You get the feeling Suleimanov wants to survive, but Fasil wants to go for the kill. Will these boys just point at the logo and go right now? They're once again being a little cagey here. No one's going for a full firefight.
What you have to be careful of, though, is not let that number get into your head and you throw the game plan out.
Absolutely.
We've seen it before. Final few seconds, you point to the canvas and you pay for it.
Come on, guys. The louder you shout, the harder they fight.
Look at this.
Getting these guys fired
The
up.
crowd into this one here in Dubai. Coca-Cola Arena sold out. 971 Fighting Championship.
Center of the cage.
There is 20 grand for a knockout in the next 4 minutes.
I have never seen that in a promotion in my
and
life.
let's be honest, guys, that's a lot of money for anyone, particularly full-time fighters. That gets you through your next camp.
I can see
Munir
you next year living in Thailand.
Yeah, and I like that Munir kept that to himself. He didn't tell. I'm as shocked as anybody in this arena. He obviously didn't tell anybody else.
You did just ask me for a 20 grand loan.
Yeah. He was looking through your bag earlier.
But once again, it's Fasil here trying to push up Suleimanov.
There it is! Namo Fasil looking for the finish, and he's got it!
Scored 20 grand!
20 G's,
Fasil
baby!
has got 20 grand and a huge win here in Dubai.
Wow.
I don't know if it was the 20 grand, I don't know if it was the atmosphere, but Namo Fasil takes all the energy from this week
I
and
think the
secures a
money
huge
helped.
win.
I think the 20 grand definitely helped.
This arena is on its feet.
Wow. The medics paying attention here to Jakub Suleimanov.
Wow.
That was just not a knockout, that was a significant knockout. Let's take a look here. Suleimanov puts his head down and it was a clipping left hand on the chin.
Yep, what it does is it slides that temporal mandibular joint over, pinches the nerve, and it just switches the button off.
And I tell you what, he followed up with a number of hammer fists. He was making sure that 20 grand check is firmly in his bank. Motivation galore, lives being changed here at 971 FC.
You can see Suleimanov there, obviously dejected, devastated, disappointed, but it's nice to see his opponent embracing him.
Let's remember, that is the first defeat of Jakub Suleimanov's career. 7-0. He trains with some of the best athletes in the world. That puts in perspective the work that Namo Fasil has just put in.
Absolutely. And it, like you said, disappointing because it's his first loss on a huge stage. Probably thinking, 20 grand which was put in front of him and it's just gone now. Like all these things will just be rushing through his head now.
But welcome, Namo Fasil, to the world stage. I've talked time and time again about some of these athletes' phones are going to be ringing tomorrow and Monday morning. I am certain opportunities galore are coming to Namo Fasil very, very soon.
A lot of messages looking for loans, I'm sure, as well.
Yeah, can I have my 20 grand back?
Yeah. Nah.
Well, we're just waiting for Suleimanov to be...
I have to say, Fasil, now, he really backed up everything he said. Like, he talked a big talk during the week. A lot of people were saying, was it all, smoke that he was talking, but
well,
let's obviously delivered.
Let's make this one official with Grant.
The next champ right here.
At 1 minute 30 seconds of the second round, we have a winner by way of knockout from Kurdistan, Namo Fasil.